I'm an English teacher and my students love this exercise. Even my advanced students find it challenging. So if you can do it, trust me, you are doing very well with your English. This exercise is all about specificity, which is really fun to say. Specificity. It's about being specific. If we learn English but we don't practice being specific, we have okay English. It's okay, but it's not great. So what we need for this is a lovely little whiteboard and a pen, because we're going to be very artistic today. I'm not artistic, but for this exercise, you don't really need to be. So what I tell my students to do is to tell me step by step how to draw a house. Now that sounds very easy, but I want them to imagine that I don't know anything. I don't know how to draw a house. I'm an alien. I don't know. So they have to be very specific with me. So what do you think? If you were telling me how to draw a house, what is the first instruction you would give me? Be specific. Did you say draw a square? Great, I could do that. Okay, I've drawn a square. Is that going to be useful for our house? No. So let's be more specific. So draw a medium-sized square. Obviously you can say small or large, but often we say medium-sized instead of just medium. So draw a medium-sized square. Where? In the center of the board. In the middle or the center, it's up to you. So let's draw a medium-sized square in the center of the board. Isn't that great? Now what? What is your next instruction for me if I want to draw a roof? What would you tell me? Have a think. Would you tell me to draw a triangle? Okay, now where? Where do I draw the triangle? Okay, what about above the square? Draw a triangle above the square. Let's draw that. Okay, what's the problem? The problem is, one, it's too small, so we can fix that in a second, but also we've got a gap. We've got a big gap. So when you say above, there's normally space underneath. So the pen is above the board. So above isn't right. Above isn't right. What we can use is on top of. On top of. So draw a triangle on top of the square. On top of means touching. So the pen is on top of the board. The pen is on my head. On as well means touching. So it's on my head, it's on top of my head. Above means there's space, but it's still too small. So how can we fix that? What could we say? This is where as can be really useful. As. So we can say make the triangle as wide as the square. So it is the same width. So draw a triangle as wide as the square on top of the square. Much better. Like I said, specificity is key. If you're looking to reach that advanced level, you need to be looking at detail. Sure, your English might be good, but if we looked at it through a microscope, how good would it be? One way to quickly improve the detail of your English is by talking with real native speakers who can spot your mistakes and help you out. Live XP is a platform with over 2,000 teachers and 30 languages. Yes, of course, English is one of them. You can take one-to-one private lessons with native speakers and you will feel your English getting better and better with every lesson. Human interaction is so important when it comes to learning English. Apps are great, books are useful, but being one-to-one with a real native speaker is unlike anything else. What's great about Live XP is all the teachers are included in one subscription, so you can learn with multiple teachers, you can switch languages, you can learn multiple languages at the same time, you can have multiple teachers at the same time. It's like unlocking a door to 1 million language learning opportunities. Plus, Live XP provides an AI-powered learning path that creates personalised reading, grammar and listening exercises. This makes Live XP a wonderful, comprehensive solution for language learning, combining tailored AI training with real human interaction. And the prices are super affordable. Book a 30-minute trial lesson for 99 cents with my link, and get any subscription with a 30% discount with my exclusive promo code SMASHING30. Now what? How do we draw a chimney? If I want a chimney, what would you say? What would be your instruction? Be specific. Be as specific as you can. So where? On the left-hand side of the triangle? On the right-hand side of the triangle? Let's do the right. So on the right-hand side of the triangle, what do I need to do? If you just said draw a rectangle on the right-hand side of the triangle, I could do something like this, which looks like a crazy chimney. It's not quite right. So we've got to do it line by line. So first of all, you need to know lines. So we can have a vertical line, horizontal, diagonal. So we've got vertical, horizontal, diagonal. So we're going to need those lines. We're going to need those words in just a second. So we can say find the middle of the right-hand side of the triangle. So find the right line and then find the middle. Then draw a 2 centimeter vertical line going straight up. Vertical line going straight up. Then from the top of the vertical line going towards the right, draw a 1 centimeter horizontal line. Boop. Then draw a vertical line from the end of that horizontal line all the way down until it touches your triangle. Oh, we have a chimney, look at that. Now this might seem really difficult and annoying and the detail is really stressful, but this is the kind of thing you need to do if you want your English to be amazing. You need to be able to do something like this, because if you can do this, it means you can do most things, because this is really hard, even for English speakers. So this is the real test. If you are able to do this, I'm so impressed. What about windows? Every house needs a window, surely. So how are we going to do that? What is your instruction for me to draw a window? What would you say? Have a think. Really think about it. What would be your instruction? What do you think? So if you said draw a small square in the square, that could work. But I could put it there. I could put it right in the middle. I don't think that's where you want to be. So we could say it, we could have the upper left corner, the upper right corner, the bottom right corner, and the bottom left corner. So I would say something like draw a small square in the upper left corner, but not touching the sides of the square. Then do the same for the upper right corner, the bottom right corner, and the bottom left corner. Oh, these are not very equal windows. Sorry, whoever lives in this house. I haven't designed your house very well. Now, what if I want some window panes? You know, this kind of shape in the window. If I want that, how would we say that? What do you think? What would be your instruction? What do you think? So you could say, draw a cross in the small squares, making sure that the lines touch the lines of the small squares. You could say that, or you could call it a plus sign. You know, that kind of looks like a cross or a plus sign. Or you could say, draw a vertical line in the center of the small square, and then a horizontal line in the center, crossing through the vertical line. Or just say draw a cross. Boop, boop, boop. This is looking good. I like it already. We just need a door. So what would your instruction be to give me a door? What do we think? Really have a think of how you would give me that instruction. So obviously we need a rectangle, but a rectangle could do this. So it could be that way. So we need to say a rectangle that is taller than it is wide. It is taller than it is wide. So we need a rectangle that is taller than it is wide, and it starts in the middle of the bottom line of the square and reaches maybe the height of the bottom two windows. Lovely. And then we just need a door handle. So draw a very small circle in the middle of the rectangle, but more towards the right. Ta-da! ba-ba-da-ba. Now I know that's hard. I know that's really hard. And you might be thinking, I don't need that English because I don't draw houses. But you just need to trust me, because there is a ceiling that people hit with their English. They say, oh, my English is good, but I'm stuck and I can't get better. This is the type of thing that will help you get better. Going to those annoying English exercises that feel really difficult, they will help you grow so much, I promise. Okay, now the second part of this exercise is a little bit different. So we are going to draw a snowman, okay? But I'm not going to show you what I'm drawing until the end. Now, normally with my students, I say, okay, tell me how to draw a snowman, and they don't see what I'm doing, and then at the end it looks crazy. But we're gonna see how this one looks. So this is all about instructions, and I want you to visualize it in your mind. So if I'm drawing a snowman, what is the first thing I need to draw? What do you think? Think of the instruction in your head. What's your instruction for me? If I'm drawing a snowman, what do I need to do first? Be specific. Be specific. So let's go for draw a medium-sized circle in the center of the board. Does that sound good? Can you picture that? I think so. Then draw a smaller circle above that circle. Above, remember? Above means there's space, or on top of. On top of. So draw a smaller circle on top of the medium circle. Then let's do another one. Let's do a larger circle at the bottom, but still touching the medium-sized circle. So we're going to do a larger one at the bottom, but still touching the medium-sized circle. So all of the circles should be touching. Can you picture that in your head? Can you picture what I've drawn? Can you picture it? Now I want to do his face. So how would you tell me how to do his eyes? What could we say? Think about it. How can we do two eyes? It's tricky. This is hard. It's supposed to be hard. Imagine there is a horizontal line going through the center of the circle, but don't draw it. On that line, draw two dots so that they sit on the line, but they are about 1 centimeter apart from each other. That could work. Now what about a nose? How do we say where the nose goes? How to draw the nose? Draw another dot underneath the two dots you've just done, but in the center. So just below them, but in the middle of the two dots. So go in the middle and down. Then we need to draw a smile. So we could say, draw a semicircle underneath the nose that you've just done, but don't put the top part in. So a semicircle going upwards, but don't put the top part in. So we make a smile shape. Lovely. Then we need to make some buttons for the snowman, don't we? So what instruction would you give me for the buttons of the snowman? How could I draw that? Which circle? In the medium-sized circle, draw 3 dots going down. So in the middle, in a vertical line, we're going to draw 3 dots going down. Wonderful. Now we just need arms. Great. So how would you tell me how to draw the arms of a snowman? Really think about that instruction. I need to draw some arms. Which way are they going? Are they horizontal lines? Are they vertical lines? Are they diagonal lines? Let's go for diagonal. Let's say diagonal lines going upwards. So from the middle circle, find the side of the middle circle. Connected to the middle circle, draw a diagonal line about 4 centimeters going upwards from the middle of the middle circle. And then do the same on the opposite side, but make the diagonal line go out the other way so that it makes like a V shape. Ta-da! Look at this wonderful snowman that we've done. Isn't that excellent? Like I said, I'm not an artist. So this exercise, you can do it on your own. You can literally write out some instructions if you want, and it doesn't have to just be for drawing. Think about your favorite meal. Think about the meal that you cook a lot, you know how to cook it. Write those instructions. Imagine you are writing a recipe book for someone. Be detailed. Write the detail of everything you need to do for that recipe. Or your journey to work, the directions to get from your house to your work. Write those instructions like someone else needs to follow them. Learning English sometimes is about thinking outside the box. That's a nice English idiom, thinking outside the box. Don't just think about the traditional ways to learn English. Of course, we can use them, books and grammar, but sometimes it's about thinking about different ways to make it exciting and make it fun and expand your English knowledge in ways that maybe you haven't thought about before. It can be really useful. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want to find all our amazing English courses, you can go to smashingenglish.com. If you want to follow us on Instagram, you can do so there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta!